Hello. Happy January 14, 2021.
22.
22? It doesn't sound right.
It doesn't.
Hi. Happy Friday 2022. January 14th. You guys get the point. Welcome back to another episode. This is Carnales Podcast. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Carnales Podcast. I'm your host, Tsunami, and today we got...
Jenny, the number one critic. Happy New Year.
Co-host.
Woo, woo. Co-host.
Did we get to say Happy New Year's?
No, I don't think you did.
No?
This is the second episode of the year.
Second episode of the year. I kind of feel bad that we didn't get to record a final episode of the year.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Like a closing episode.
Okay, we're going to close out 2021.
Yeah, like do like a little recap or something.
I wanted to, but you know.
Hey, you know what? This is a recap.
2022, how's it treating you so far? What was that?
No, it's been good. It's been good so far. Some days I feel like the luckiest woman in the world, and some days I'm just going through it, but we're pushing through.
Why? Define lucky. Why do you feel lucky, and why do you not feel lucky some days? Is it because of me or what?
No.
Let's talk about
it. let's re-rate this dude. I'm just kidding. No, I just feel very blessed. I have a child. I pushed a child out of me, and I am just so happy with him. Being able to spend so much time, my whole day with him is really amazing. But, you know, there is some days where I'm just like, I'm so tired. But it's I don't know, it's a balance, I guess you could say. Yep. And
do you think like you're learning his habits?
Oh, yeah.
Like let's say, porque at the beginning he cried and we were like, what the heck was wrong with him?
Yeah.
You know? Like ahorita ya do you like, okay, if it's not the diaper, it's the bottle. If it's not the bottle, it's un pedo atorado.
Literally. Yeah. I think I know him pretty good. There's just still some days where he just... No, I think it's always the same thing. He's always hungry. Always hungry. It's rare. Once in a while, he is like a little, after eating, he's kind of annoyed. But most of the time, it's just hunger. So, and then I kind of know how to carry him, what he likes. He'll like laying down. Like the last 2 days, he likes like sleeping in his tummy, like on his knees and his tummy. So it's just whatever tickles his pickle, on that day. I learned every day from him, for sure.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What's one thing you learned?
One thing I've learned from him?
Yeah.
Like I said, every day is new. So, like, one day he'll be like the hungry thing. I would feed him, and then I realized, you know what? He's hungry. Because it's weird. Like, when you're feeding a baby, like, it's always, like, it always changes. So, in the beginning, we were feeding him, like, literally like 5 drops of cholesterol or whatever it's called, and then it went up to 20 millimeters, and then it went up to 1 ounce, and then it went up to 2 ounces, and now he's like close to 5 ounces, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so like I said, it's just a learning process, and he's growing, and by him growing, just things change every day. Yeah.
And shout out TikTok. Oh, he's smiling right now.
Mama.
Shout out TikTok. All the life hacks, all the baby hacks, all the hacks you're learning. You send me a lot. It's cool. It's cool because, like, you think about it. Like, back in the day, you would hear it from, like, your neighbor, your siblings. Ahorita, you can just see it on your timeline, on your For You page.
Oh, about the, like, baby TikTok?
Yeah, like baby TikTok.
Yeah, literally. It's honestly, it's crazy. And there's some TikToks that say it. Like, it's crazy how much more TikTok teaches you than like your OB, your OBGYN. So yeah, I definitely have learned a lot from TikTok. So much. Like, that's my teacher right there.
Shout out TikTok.
Literally.
Even though this is the Chinese spying on us, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's okay. It's okay.
And then, how do you feel about technology? You know, like how we're so dependent on technology. Do you feel like it would be the same, like raising Matias without the technology we have today?
I think it'd be harder.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have our parents.
Because you have
the
the white noise. So, ¿cómo se llama?
Yeah. No, there's a lot of things that I definitely feel like they're not real.
Hey, shout out you too. Because you get tired of shh.
Oh, like
So
you making the noise with your mouth.
I looked up on YouTube shh video, and then there's like 1 hour of shh.
What did you type?
Shh video. Shh baby video.
How'd you spell it?
Shh SHHHH. And I guess people
You see, you learned that from me. I told you he
What?
loves them. He loves the sound of just.
Yep.
So there's this YouTube video that literally does that sound for you, because I told you, I was like, sometimes I just feel like recording myself and playing it for him instead of me. But yeah, sometimes but not anymore.
No?
No. So I'm telling you, he has stages. So like
okay.
for a while, that's the only thing that will get him to sleep. The shh. And now, I don't know. Oh, now I noticed that patting his back. And before that didn't work. And now patting his back works. So now we need that fish. Have you seen those
the cat toy or dog toy that flaps around?
That flapping fish that like pats them in the back. We need that right now.
And where you learn that from?
TikTok.
Shout out TikTok. Yes, the parenting, it's a learning curve. It's a
learning experience.
It's a learning experience.
Like
that's
everything.
What I meant to say. Learning curve. What does that mean?
Are you talking statistics or what? No, but yeah, definitely. Like everything, in life, you learn. We got married. We had to learn how to be a husband and a wife. You know. So it's a learning experience, and you get through it. And like you said, it's only scary because it's a little bit scarier because you're raising an actual human, and you just never know. You could be raising a serial killer. What? But yeah,
that's something I said on last week's podcast. So yeah, shout out Good News, shout out Last Sunday podcast,
that was a good episode.
Shout out David, shout out Angel. Thank you guys for coming through. Yeah, it was a good episode, but that's something I was going to ask you in this episode. Porque I did say, how do you raise a human to be a good human being,
Well, that's easy.
How? I mean, raising them and...
It's not even... The answer is not even raising them in church. That's not even the answer. It's literally just raising them to love like Christ, or raising them knowing that Christ loves them, and to live like Christ. And I think the answer, like the ultimate answer, is what they're gonna see in us. So if they see that we are not walking what we preach, then we're gonna raise a hypocrite little baby who little kid who's gonna see like hypocrisy in the church. But if we raise a child that where he sees that we love each other, that we love Christ, and we love people like we love Christ, then I think we're set. I truly believe that, because I read this thing this week. I'm doing a devotional with the youth, and I read this thing where it said, actually no, this was another devotional. It's called Crazy Love. And it talked about how we need to love as if everyone was Christ. Even that person that's like driving so slow in front of you, imagine that they're Christ. That person who is like treating you bad, like just imagine that they're Christ, and have that love and grace that you would have with God, and literally that's the key. So I think if we can get down to doing that, loving each other and then loving others, I think we're set. I truly believe that. So I think that's your answer, Abner.
Yeah. I remember when you told me that about the loving people as if they're Christ. I remember when the day you told me the lady was being rude at. Where were we at? I forgot where we were
Was
at.
it IKEA or was it the mall?
I think it was. Oh, it was at Subway at the mall. And like she was like, I don't know if it was her face or her attitude, but I felt a vibe.
It's just those people that don't like their job and they're just there because they need the money.
And then I told you like, man, I could have given her an attitude, but what if she's Christ?
Yeah.
So yeah, let us know if you guys like this little. What could you say? Like baby segments, baby talk,
Little parenting segments. Or you guys like David who are like, I'm bored. I don't have kids, so I'm bored. No, I think eventually you'll need this advice in your life. So
yeah,
hopefully this helps you either now or somewhere along, along your life.
Yeah, and when we don't have guests, I feel like that's where we're gonna start out. Like, hey, here's a little recap of what we've been through or what we've done for the past episode week or 2 weeks.
Yeah. Oh, this week we had his little photo shoot.
We
were late. Like he turned a month on the 7th.
Yeah.
And yesterday was the 12th, so we were late. Almost 5 days. 5 days, so not that late. And then,
but
Christmas we were late. Those were
like half a month.
Those were our Christmas / what was it? Christmas /
1 month.
1 month pictures, and I think they turned out great. And I think, whatever. He won't know we're late on him unless he listens to the podcast.
Yeah. So. Anything else before we switch it up to 2022?
No.
Any advice you want to give? Like future parents, or let's say somebody like listening right now, like something you learned this week.
Oh, this week?
Yeah, like parenting. That you can share with the people listening. But like, let's say somebody's listening and like 5 years down the road they have a kid and they're like, man, I remember Jenny saying this.
Does it have to be deep or can it be like something simple?
It's up to you. Hit them with.
What I said about loving, I think that I learned that this week, and I think that's something that I'm going to keep forever,
Mm-hmm.
This week, when you made me mad, I was trying to remember Abner can be...
What you mean?
I'm just kidding. But no, I think it is important that we love everyone and, treat everyone as if they were Christ. So
yeah. That's
something that I'm keeping for myself, and I learned that this week, and I hope that, I'm able to... Because, we've talked about it before, about loving everyone, but just seeing it that way, about just everyone being Christ or loving them as if they were Christ, I think that's deeper, and that's my biggest advice that I got this week, and then I hope that everyone is able to keep also.
There you go. Where's the clapping thing?
Excuse our Benito. He's being a little...
Yeah, we started recording and then he just kept crying. So like, screw it. Let's bring him in the studio, hoping that he's gonna shut up.
Low-key is my fault. I took out bread, so I think he wants to eat my bread.
All right, so you guys might hear Benito. Hey, studio coming soon downtown Aurora.
Literally, to leave the dogs here.
Well, we still take them. Anyways, yeah, 2022. It's we're 14 days
into the
year. It's crazy. It's almost half a month.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, we're gonna be in February, Valentine's Day, and it wasn't. Christmas hadn't even passed, and like stores already had Valentine's Day stuff set up.
Where was that? I think it was TJ Maxx.
Yeah. No,
it was TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
Well,
we're like, chill.
Like, we were looking for Christmas stuff, and we're like, what?
Like, they had little hearts. It's the XOXO.
Marshalls, too.
Be Mine.
Marshalls, too, yeah.
Everywhere. The Walgreens I delivered to, they already have a whole bunch of Valentine's Day cards, Valentine's candy. I don't know.
They're on it.
Yeah, they're on it.
That means people need to get on it because probably they're going to sell out, or I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I guess that's how it was with Christmas too. They had stuff out really, really early this year too.
Yeah. Are you think you're gonna ahorita ya we have a home? You think you're gonna be that woman that person that that goes like lines it up at Home Goods? What's the other one? Hobby Lobby to get the latest decorations or what?
No, I don't think I am. We've been living here 3 years now,
Like
and
that
I'm
TikTok,
not the decor person.
that TikTok of that woman, like I woke up late.
Yeah.
Save me, whatever.
There's some lady who's like recording herself driving to Hobby Lobby. She's like, I woke up late. Please don't take the. She's like, leave some white stuff for me. Just some white stuff. I don't care about the other stuff. So no, I don't think I'm that person. Because we've been living here 3 years already, and I haven't been that person. I wish I was, but I think part of the problem is because I'm very cheap with some things, not everything, but with decor, I'm so cheap. And like buying things for the house, I'm just like, no, I can't pay, I don't know, $20 for a napkin. I don't know. Because that's how it is.
Yeah, it gets expensive.
Yeah. So, I know I used to think, because I want to be, my mom's like that. She like loves decorating her house. Yeah. And I used to think, because she's a big thrifter, so I used to think that that's what she did. I used to think she used to thrift everything. So for a while, I used to think, I'm going to thrift everything and it's going to be cheap and I'm going to find cute stuff at, use cute stuff. But then I realized she does spend the money. She does go to Hobby Lobby. Yeah, she does.
I woke up late.
She's I woke up late lady. So even though she does get really good stuff on like deals, I still notice that she spends that money. And I don't know, maybe because we're not poor, but like we could handle our money better. But I don't know. I'm not. I'd rather spend it on fast food, or I don't know.
Yeah. Let's just say we rather spend our money somewhere elsewhere.
Yeah.
Than the court.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, we're minimalist this year.
Boy, I'm gonna record you right now.
2022. What's the Fuller House guy's name? Bob Saget. He passed away. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
How do you feel about us? We didn't talk about Vicente Fernandez's death. He passed away at a old age.
Yeah.
He lived his life. So I feel like once you're at that age, at a certain age, when you're older and like you have complications, I feel like it's a reasonable death. Like, okay, I feel like it's better. I don't know if this is a bad way or bad thing to say, but I feel like it's better for them to pass away and stop the suffering than for them to live and like be suffering.
Yeah.
But like Bob Saget, I think he was 65.
He was young. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when you're like, man, he had like.
He still had a long way to go.
At least 65, 80,
years,
at least another 20 years,
Yeah.
So
comfortable years.
How did you feel about his death? I don't know if did you grow up watching the Fuller House?
Oh yeah.
No, not Fuller House. Full House.
Full House. That was my show. That was my Nickelodeon late at night show. Yeah, that cried many times with that show. I loved it. I think a lot of us grew up with it, but it's sus. I don't know about you, but I think it's a little suspicious. They still don't know what happened. Like they say he just died, but they haven't said like what the causes were. So I think that's a little suspicious. There, he was on tour, right?
Yeah, he was on tour.
Something like that.
He's a comedian.
Mm-hmm. So that's just very scary to. Hopefully it wasn't drugs. Oh, they said there was no evidence of drugs yet. Or there was something like that. They didn't relate it to drugs yet.
He just died of natural causes.
No, they didn't even say natural causes. They did the
autopsy.
I can't say that word. They did that, and then they said that it was gonna take like a long time to get like the results. So I don't know. I think I found that suspicious too. So I don't know. They didn't say natural causes though.
No, yeah, that's trippy. You know, I'm on the conspiracy side of TikTok. So you know, luego conspiracy theories. You know, rest in peace, rest in peace. I'm not gonna spread rumors, but yeah, there's conspiracies out there. Yeah, they did say that it's weird that he all of a sudden, you know, okay, somebody said that days before he looked good, he looked healthy, he looked good, 100%, and then one day
it's kind of like that one guy, because yeah, definitely find out the truth. Because I did my research on that one other comedian. What was his name? The one that we saw his face walking downtown San Francisco, and I didn't even know he suicided. You told me about it. I was watching like a Christmas movie of his a couple of days ago, or I forgot what day.
Robin Williams?
I think so. Yeah, the one that suicide. He like strangled himself with a belt in his house. You know which one?
No, I don't.
Is it? Here, I'll Google it really quick.
Look up Robin Williams. A ver si if that's
Robert?
Robin Williams. Yeah, he was an actor / I think he was a comedian.
Yeah, him. Him. There was a lot of like rumors that he struggled with drugs, he struggled with alcohol, but it turns out that he struggled with that like years before what he went through. And like a lot of the articles were like he struggled with this, so like he died, people saying like, you know, he died, people saying that it was you know, overdose or drugs or, you know, and it wasn't that. Like he was actually going through like not a mental illness either. It was like he was misdiagnosed. First he was misdiagnosed, so he didn't know how to deal with his misdiagnosis and what they were saying he had. And so it was really it was a rare condition that he had, and that's why he couldn't deal with it, so that's why he suicide. So, you know, it's sad. So yeah, like you said, let's not spread rumors before we know the full details, but I don't think they're out yet. Like I said, I had read that they were going to take a while to come out with what happened, why he died. ¿Cómo se llama eso? The autopsy?
Autopsy? Yeah, I remember Robin Williams, some people would they didn't report. They would say that working with him, it was hard porque there was this como que tenía this heavy body odor, like bad. And that's one sign of suicidal.
Depression,
suicidal. Porque según, I don't want to say, I don't remember if I'm...
You say don't talk if you don't know.
No, pero que según that's when you stop caring about yourself.
Oh,
that you
like
you don't shower, you don't hygiene. How much hygiene wise?
Lack of hygiene.
Yeah, so that means like you know, like hey, check on your people that you know.
I mean, yeah, that could be one. I think there's many signs.
Yeah.
But I mean, even his wife said that she didn't see it coming. She talked to him that night, and she said it was like he was normal.
Who, Robin Williams or
Robert?
Oh, okay.
Or are you talking about the other dude?
No.
No, yeah. So I mean, it like I said, it's just, you know, sometimes you never know. I think he had good days and he had bad days. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, he left a whole bunch of movies, and they're good movies, you know.
Yeah, I agree. They say he was a genius.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. And yeah, let's hope 2022 is a better year. So, anyways, any New Year's resolutions?
So
we're like we said, we're 13 days into the year. Have you kept up with your New Year's resolutions?
I think it's not too late. If you haven't started, it's not too late, first of all. So don't give up. Like, even if you had a bad first 14 days, don't give up. You can still do it. I was telling Abner that there's a difference between resolutions and goals. So as him and I were talking about our resolutions and goals, I was telling him that it's different. So I had to Google it because I was telling him, I was like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
And there is a difference. It says that resolutions are decisions to do or not to do something, and goals are aim or desired results from effort.
So what's your... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah. What are your resolutions, Abner?
So my resolutions are things to do or not to do.
Yes.
So basically, okay, I'm going to stop doing this.
Yes.
I'm not going to do this.
Yes.
So my resolution is to get back in shape. Porque ever since... I'm not trying to blame Matias, but ever since Matias came to this world, I let myself go.
You really did.
Like, I...
But, like, you don't care.
What do you mean?
Like, no, like I see you and you're just like, whatever, I'm going to eat this. Well, actually, I'm the same way. But what helps me is that I think I'm breastfeeding, so I'm losing a lot of weight. Mm-hmm. But I think that's what helps me. I'm kind of scared when I stop breastfeeding. Like last night, I don't know what's wrong with me. Last night, I took some medicine for my mom because she got sick. And I on my way back, I called you because I was like, I'm kind of craving some McDonald's. Well, even then, like on my way to Walgreens to buy the medicine, I was craving bread. And I'm not that kind of person that craves bread or like, you know, like I just don't ever just crave chips or bread or stuff like that. So I was on my way to to Walgreens and I was like, I'm craving some Mexican bread. And the only thing you can find at Walgreens is like the mantecadas or
the Bimbo stuff.
The Bimbo stuff, yeah.
Shout out Bimbo, sponsor us.
And I had that craving. So I ate 2 mantecadas. And then I dropped off some medicine, and on my way back, I was hungry again. But we had ate. We ate really good. And we had ate a little bit late. So I was like, why am I hungry? So then on my way back, I got McDonald's. I got a double cheeseburger, a frappe. What else did I get? And fries. And I was like, what is wrong with me? Why am I eating so much? And then, but yeah, I think we both are just like careless. Maybe because people were feeding us like a bunch of food and we're just like eating. I don't know what's wrong with us.
Yeah, no, but around that time we had family over, so they would bring stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So we would buy stuff, sodas. So it was soda.
Oh yeah.
Like every day, like 2-3 sodas, you know.
That I think that's where I'm talking about. Where I'm saying like you didn't even care because you were drinking like soda after soda after soda. Like me, at some point, I was like, okay, I gotta chill. Because I was drinking like soda during the day, you know, a couple of them during the day. And I was like, no, I gotta chill. I can't be drinking soda every day. And then but then that messed you up even more because now you were alone drinking all these soda that the family had brought. So you were like drinking soda after soda after soda. So yeah, so that's your one resolution to stop. Wait, but I think that would be a goal, no? To get back in shape because it would be like
all right. So my resolution is stopping soda.
Excuse me. Okay, yeah.
Porque I haven't this week. I don't think I drank one energy drink today.
Oh, Abner.
But other than that, I stopped soda.
You should quit. That should be one of your resolutions to quit Monster.
I don't want to quit it, but I do want to quit it, but I don't want to quit it, you know?
Why
Porque there's days que coffee doesn't help me stay up, you know, and today was one of those days. I haven't been sleeping that good, you know, and that's my fault. I'm not blaming nobody. That's me. That's all me, you know?
Yeah.
I decide to stay up late. I wake up early.
The sad part, it's not even the baby.
It's not. It's me. I choose, you know. But anyways.
You know what? While you're up, I'm going to be sleeping. Because you'll be going to sleep like at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad. You need to stop. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, today.
Here, that should be one of your resolutions, to sleep early.
I feel like I can do that, but I just got used to bad sleeping schedule. Porque
But I think you need to fix it.
Yeah.
You know what? This is our intervention. I'm gonna say something. First of all, Abner recently got into a car accident.
oh my god,
And I'm not saying this was the sleeping was the fault.
it wasn't.
Okay, that's what I said. I'm not saying sleeping was, the fault. But literally like a week after that car accident, we were on our way to the to the mall or to the doctor.
To the doctor.
To the doctor. And Abner is like, he was falling asleep. I could clearly see it. He's falling asleep. And he never wants to admit it. But anyways, he was falling asleep. And then it was one of those intersections where like you get a green light to turn. And the green light had gone away. So he was about to turn into traffic. And I was like, what are you doing? I was like, stop. And you were like, oh, I swear I thought it was green. And I was like, dude, we were literally about to drive into traffic. And then that's when I was like, are you sure you weren't half asleep when you crashed the other day too? But you said no. So I feel like you'll never admit it, because then you'll have to admit that you have to go to sleep early. But yeah, I think that's an intervention. And I think that should be a resolution, to go to sleep early, because you are a father now and you have to be. I hate you. Don't you feel? I mean, I think at some point you have to admit it. It does affect you.
It does. Like, I feel like once I do it like 2-3 days consecutively.
Yeah. Like
the third day, I feel it. Porque today I couldn't stay up. Yeah, I don't know if porque I got used to making my coffee in the morning and like drinking that to stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been good. I haven't felt tired going to work. But today we like, shout out my boys. I stay. They know who they are. We were gonna have a pan dulce and champurrado at work.
Aww.
So I woke up late. We were supposed to meet at the bakery. So there I woke up late and get the pan. So I didn't make my coffee porque I'm like, hey, if I get coffee and then I'm gonna eat the champurrado, I might mix it. It's gonna be a bad mixture. Like in my route, I'm gonna be feeling a little weird. So I was like, I'm not gonna make the coffee. I'm just gonna drive to work, without drinking nothing. So I feel like that's why I was falling asleep, porque I didn't have that thing to drink to stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt super. I feel like I was swerving,
But I think it does affect, because you say that the baby doesn't wake you up, because you didn't go to sleep that late. I think you went to sleep like at 1.
Yeah.
Maybe 1. And but I think the baby does affect you, because you say you don't hear the baby at night, but I hear you tossing and turning. So I feel like in the back of your mind, you hear him and you would kind of like almost wake up, but not fully. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Well, I don't remember.
Yeah.
So I feel like it doesn't affect me, porque I told you today, I was like, yo, is Matias doing better throughout the night or what? Because I don't hear him. So
no, he wakes up at least once. Last night he woke up at 4 a.m. and then we were awake for like an hour. So, yeah.
Pues aquí, I'm looking up insomnia and the definition of insomnia.
No, but it's bad.
Habitual sleeplessness, inability to sleep. Nah, I don't have it.
You don't have that.
I don't have it.
No, you don't have that.
I can't sleep. I just choose not to.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, like, you choose, like, not to sleep because, like I said, you're tired. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes we're at church and you'll be falling asleep. And then we get home and you stay up till, like, 2 a.m. And I'm like, dude, you were sleeping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why don't you go to sleep? But anyways, not sleeping is really bad for you. I remember when my mom used to work, like, night shift. Like, she was, like, literally, like she herself said, like, she felt like she got older faster. You know, it was just, like, the lack of sleeping that it was she said it was really bad. So you should sleep. You know, it's important. And you should sleep, that you can do it. Me, I can't. But yeah, that's yeah. So that was your resolution. Then are you making it one of your resolutions
to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! Put the little clap.
Yeah, I also wanna.
And you're like, I don't know if I should say this resolution.
No. It's because I don't know if I should give up social media. But then again, I don't know. I don't want to say I want to take a break, you know?
Yeah.
Porque I know if I take a break, it's going to be the same thing when I come back, you know?
I think it's something you struggle with. And I think...
Es que I hate coming home I'm like, ooh, TikTok. Dun. Yeah, 2 hours, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, you know? Yeah, at the end of the day, you're like, what did I do? Other than be on my phone, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate that feeling, you know? So
maybe instead of quitting, you should just limit yourself.
Nah.
So I feel like maybe your goal should be like...
maybe starting.
Because like I said, you don't have to quit stuff. Because here's one thing, and shout out Fabio. Here's one thing that when... We should bring him on to talk about this. When... Sorry about our dog. Sorry about our dog. One thing he would tell me, because, you know, he would be like, well, let's say somebody who struggles with pornography. What are you going to do to help them, like, not go through it? Are you going to take away the phone itself? Or, like, which is, like, the source, I guess, of the problem? Mm-hmm. Are you taking away the phone? But then what is that going to do? Don't you feel like that person is going to find another way to watch their, you know, pornography or do what they were doing, right? Yeah. So you can't just take away TikTok. You got to find the source. I guess the phone wasn't the source. I guess the source comes from another place. So you have to find within you, like, what is causing you to do that, you know? So, like, for in this example that I gave, you know, taking away the phone wasn't going to solve the problem. It had to be, you know, the self-control, you know, believing and having faith that, you know, God gave them, or gives you that self-control, you know, to be able to say no to watching that or doing that, you know, mm-hmm. because taking the phone itself was not gonna. So maybe, I mean, in a way, it's the same thing. Self-control. Maybe you have to really, really, like, you know, set your priorities straight and be like, okay, new year, new me. What are my priorities? Yeah. You know, I think, you know, maybe it's a little cliche when people go and say, okay, what are my New Year resolutions or what are my New Year goals? But I think it's always important to have a vision on your life and on anything that you do. Yeah. I think vision is just so important. Like, you can't just have a child and just wing it, you know? Like you said, what am I going to do with this child? You have to have a vision. You have to have a plan. I couldn't just say, okay, I'm pregnant. I'm going to pop this kid out and I'm just going to go with it, you know? Mm-hmm. No, I had to prepare. I had to watch like a million videos on how to do this, on how to do that and whatever, and still have a plan and in a way, a resolution or a goal, you know, of how to do this. So I think it's important that I think it's going to help you if you sit down and just write down your priorities, you know. One of my priorities is, you know, spend time with my child. One of my priorities is spend time with God. One of my priorities is to do some cleaning. One of my priorities is to work on the podcast, you know? Yeah. And those are your goals and priorities. And if you set them straight and let's say, but I mean, I don't think you fully have to say, okay, I'm not going to have me time either. Because I think that's important too, you know? So, and then include, you know, some TikTok time, you know? Maybe your TikTok time can be in the restroom, you know, while you're doing your thing. Or, you know, your TikTok time can be... Yeah. I don't know, you know, on your break time, you know, I think that's a way to kind of defeat this, you know, social media issue.
Yeah, I think it's discipline.
Discipline, yeah.
How is it?
Discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah.
Porque let's say when I deleted TikTok, I would just be on Instagram Reels.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
So I feel like I have to discipline myself, como dices, set my priorities, you know. Like, okay, do this before I get to go on TikTok, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, that's good. Set goals.
Yeah, I was reading a book. When you said work on the podcast, you know? Mm-hmm. I have big dreams, big goals for I have a vision where I want to take the podcast, you know? Mm-hmm. I was reading this book y decía, like, you have to be prepared. No. Que a lot of people, no, they don't take the step forward porque they're like, what if, you know?
Oh, I know. You told me about it.
Pero you have to be prepared for the opportunity.
Yeah,
you know?
Because some people try to prepare when the opportunity comes, but it's too late.
Yep. So it's always ready to prepare before. Like, let's say I have to... Porque that's something I struggle with, you know, like last minute preparing, setting up questions, you know. Yeah, I feel like if I would have prepared throughout the week, it would have been easier,
like
know.
Yeah.
Pero sí, I want to start reading también.
Yeah.
So I might replace TikTok with reading.
Hey.
That's a goal, resolution.
Yeah, that could be a goal. Stopping social media and instead replacing it with reading.
Yeah.
So no social media and yes, reading, I guess. Yeah.
There you go.
Resolution.
All right. Any resolutions or goals for you?
What about goals? Goals, you said work out.
Goals, work out.
Summer bod.
Some of my boys, hey, shout out my boys that listen to this, you know.
Yeah.
They put that pressure on me. They ¿cómo se dicen? They keep me on check.
Yeah.
Last year I said, okay, by the end of the year, I was gonna have a Tesla in my driveway. I don't have a Tesla in my driveway, but this year, I really want to make that a goal, you know.
A Tesla?
Yeah, I really.
But you see, your goals have to be realistic. I'm not bringing down your goal, but like we talked about, but here, let me tell you.
No, unrealistic would be like, I want a Cybertruck in my driveway. Realistic is I want that $30,000 Tesla in my driveway.
Because one of our personal goals, or a couple goal, is that we won't get into debt anymore. So if we are saying no more debt, then we can't get a Tesla, because how else are you going to pay it up front? And then another of our goals, our 2022 goal, we said that was to buy a new home this year. So we can buy a home and buy a Tesla.
How about, you buy the house and I buy that Tesla.
Honey boo boo, I'm not going back to work.
I don't want you to. So that's more of a long-term goal to stop you, you know.
Oh, so I have to go back to work.
No. I mean, the sooner the better, but if you could be a stay-at-home mom, you know, be with Matias
honestly,
full-time.
I want to be home at least the first year. That's what I want. But it is such a fear. I think we can get into my goals and resolutions.
Yeah.
One of my goals.
Like mine are like.
No, they're good. I like them. We got into talking about self-control, having priorities.
There you go. If anybody's going through what I'm feeling, not feeling. Going through. Hey, maybe we can ¿cómo se llama? We can keep each other on check. Like, hey, yo, you reading? Are you reading?
Yeah. I try to keep you on check, but I feel like for a wife, it's more like nagging. So I try not to at times, but I try to. But no, I think sometimes you need somebody else other than your wife to keep you on check. Yeah. But anyways,
your goals,
I think one of my resolutions is to stop not trusting people, I guess, with my child. So like I've become like that lion who like doesn't want even anybody, like literally, like somebody touches my kid and I'm just like looking at them like, what? Like, I don't want you to touch him. Or somebody wants to carry him and I don't want people to carry him. And I think that's really bad for me to have because it's like, in a way, it's fear. Because fear with, people getting... And I think it's very justifiable because he was really sick for like... Because in the beginning, we were like, nah, we got to chill. Like, we can't be those parents that don't let anyone carry their kid or, whatever happens is going to happen. And, but then he got sick. And then that's when we were like, yo, no, this is the worst feeling ever to have a child that's sick because he's coughing. Like, you would just hear him struggle, coughing. Yeah. His eyes would be watery, and his sneezing, and his congested nose, and it was just bad. So, like after that, I feel like I got really traumatized. Where with all these COVID cases, with, people getting just a common flu, because I was sick for a while.
Yeah.
I was sick for like a week. You were sick. So, people were sick. Like, obviously it's the winter, so people are more sick than the usual. And then all these COVID cases coming up. And in the holidays, we had a COVID case in the family. So that was really scary. And it was just when he was barely getting better. Like, he had already had a cough. So he was barely getting better. And then recently, somebody else got COVID in the family. And I'm like, you see, I told you, nobody can carry him because you just never know, but I feel like I need to let go of that and kind of, in a way, trust God more. Yes, but I think it's okay to take care of him, just like to be like a little bit more precautious, but not to the max, like a lion who will like not a lion, what is that one animal that, or the
Lioness?
bear
Oh, the
bear,
bear.
like how they take care of the cubs.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that. Like, I feel like I'm ready to attack every time somebody wants to touch them or somebody wants to, and just the thought about going back to work, like, I have so many, like people would think I'm crazy, like all the thoughts that I have in my mind. Like, I think, okay, well, what if like whoever, because I ya lo acostumbré a abrazos, like I know that, like for sure he doesn't like being put down, but I also have read a lot that it's not okay to let him cry, like he needs his mom. He just came out of like, being inside me the whole time, being with me the whole time, so he wants that. He wants the warmth. He wants his mom. And like, I just think of that, like, of who's going to take care of my child. Are they going to want to carry him like I carry him? Yeah. Are they going to let him cry, and like just all those thoughts. I'm like, I don't want to go back to work. But anyways, one of my New Year resolutions kind of like to calm down a little bit. Not extremely, because I do think it's important to take care of those little ones who can't take any medicine, who, like, it's scary. It's a scary thought for a child to get, like a newborn to get sick. So I feel like not fully like, relax, but also like, let go a little bit, just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And that's one of my resolutions. Another one is I have two major ones, and it's three. One of them is with you, and it's with you and Kevin, and it's to buy a new house, and it would be an investment property. Another goal is for my business, and I've been wanting this forever, like forever, ever. I've been wanting to start a business, and I have a business vision and a plan, but it just hasn't been executed, I guess you can say. And then my third biggest one is oh my god, I forgot. I just like had it in my mind.
Buy me a 85-inch TV.
My YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, Jenny's an influencer now.
I'm an influencer.
Like Susie.
You know what? I don't know about that name anymore.
Yeah. I'm glad you thought about it.
Why?
You were set on it, like, La Sucia. Imagine subscribe to La Sucia. Like, boy.
I'm kind of still want to do it, but
yeah,
no.
You're going to have all these perverts subscribing.
You're right. Never mind. We're changing that YouTube name. No, I just feel like it's something really cool that you could do. And we already record 24/7, and why not, like, do it? And I don't know, maybe I do and I don't. It's like a goal that I'm like, I've always wanted to do it, and I kind of just want to do it, but I know it does take a lot from yourself, from like, and I'm already a mom, so, and I'm a youth leader, and I'm very active at church, so I don't want to like do something that that's, I don't want to go half, ¿cómo se dice cuando mal hecho things las cosas mal hechas? Because I feel like if you do too much, and I've experienced that myself, where I've tried to do so many things that sometimes you just don't put your all into, You
get burnt out.
And yes, so I don't know. So again, these are my three top, goals. I know all of them take a lot from me, and even just a podcast, like planning it, recording it, editing it, like that's a lot of time, so we're already doing the podcast, and then adding on a YouTube channel. I think it would definitely be very time consuming, but we'll see. We'll see what 2022 brings, but for sure, the number one is the investment property, and then we'll see on the other two.
Adding to the influencer, like you sometimes you put you're the YouTubers you watch, you subscribe to on the TV. Yeah, I'm like, yo, why are we watching this,
Yeah.
So I'm like, I feel like I'm not to put you on a pedestal, but like I feel like you knowing you, I feel like you would create good content,
You think so?
Porque a veces veo y I'm like, what are they doing?
Well, no, and here's another thing, and I want to go back to last week's episode, and David, I think it was David, or it could have been Angel, I forgot who of them said it, but they talked about the barbershop, and they talked about their podcast, and they talked about what they're about, and they're about putting Jesus out there, and and I thought like that motivated me so much, because it truly is that. Life truly is that. Like, as much as you try to fight it, as much as you try to argue it, a lot of people would tell you not everything's about religion, or not everything's about God, or not. And here's a reality check. It is. But it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So my life is about God. Your life should be about God. Why? Because he created us oh my God, I forgot the verse now. For him and he created us. Oh my God, whatever. But anyways, the point is that we were created to worship him. We are literally created to worship God. And the fact that people want to just like live their lives and YOLO, like that is very irritating, because that's why he motivated me, because I'm like, what is my purpose? What is my intention of starting this podcast? Is it for, what it is, or not podcast, the YouTube channel? What is my intention to starting a YouTube channel? Is it to make money? Is it to, is it to just create content in general, or and I was thinking about it, like when I was listening to the podcast last week, I was thinking about it. I was like, what is the reason that I want to create a YouTube channel? Is it for myself, or is it for to glorify God? And I was like, if I ever create a YouTube channel, it's definitely gonna be centered around God, and it's gonna be to glorify God. But that's definitely the goal if I do start the YouTube channel. But yeah.
Sucia coming to
so sucia. So it can't be sucia, but about God.
So that's your goals. Mm-hmm. What about a resolution?
No, those were my resolutions. Oh yeah, they were my goals. Resolution?
Yeah.
Oh my God. To stop eating so bad. I really want to stop eating bad. Like right now,
bad. Define bad.
Like right now, I'm craving a double cheeseburger with fries inside of it, with sauce. Extra mac sauce and a large Coke. I don't know. I eat really bad, and I know that the reason why I'm struggling with feeding this child is because I don't eat good. I don't drink water. Like, I have a water issue in my life. Like, I don't, like, truly, I think Ivania, she tells me, how do you live? Like, how do you survive? And I'm like, I don't know. I truly don't know. There's days that I go without drinking water and also eating. Like, just in general, better eating habits and better drinking habits.
Bruh.
Today, I didn't eat all day till you came home. I cooked and we ate, like 6 p.m., 6:30, maybe 7. And that, I don't think that's right. Mostly because I'm feeding another person,
Yeah.
So, yesterday was a good day. I ate really good. I ate breakfast. I ate, and I ate dinner. But, yeah, I think definitely better eating habits. And I think I feel like that's, again, another cliche. I think that's everyone eating better. But I truly do want to eat better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another resolution.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's it for goals and resolutions for me. I don't have too many. I think mine are so big that those are enough. Yeah. But I like yours. Reading more. I think that's another one. I think I don't read books. I read a lot of devotionals.
Yeah.
So I think that's my thing, and I read the Bible. So
there you go.
But I should read books.
I wanna. Es que I want discipline. You know, that's something that I feel like I need. I need to read things that would help me grow. Like, let's say, help me. Porque that's something I want to improve on too. Like communicating, talking, not sound. Not porque I feel like the podcast. You have to sound like yourself. You know, you have to be you.
Be you, yeah.
Pero también I don't like a veces que I'm like este.
So bettering
de
your
repente, de repente. You know, I use repetitive language, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know. I think I said it right now. So I feel, I don't know if I have to go take a class or practice, you know, or read. Like, I see, like, how to speak.
I think I know the reason to that.
Why?
I think that's when you get nervous or you don't know what to say. And the way to fix that is planning and being prepared for your podcast. I truly believe that.
You think so?
I think so. You should try it. Or go back to episodes where you have prepared. So, like, let's say like that one episode for Christmas that we were like preparing for it and we were ready to go. Mm-hmm. So maybe you can go back and listen to see if you did it there. But I feel like sometimes it's just a tick. I don't find it bad. And I only notice it when you point it out.
Yeah.
So like I feel like we don't notice it till you point it out.
All right, I'm gonna stop pointing it out.
No, but I think you did great, Abner. Yeah. I think and shout out Angel who complimented you on that last week too. I think you really do good in your podcast, and I think you're already doing a great job. And I think if anything, you're only gonna get better. But not saying that you're not already good.
No, yeah, there's room for improvement. But yeah, definitely. That's
good that you want to grow.
Yeah. So expect big things. 2022. It's like you said. It's not too late to start resolutions, you know. I listened to this guy. He said, "Why start on a Monday?" You know. Yeah. Like I feel like it'll be more mental strength, more of a challenge to start right there and then wait till Monday, you know. Porque then you're like, I forgot how he said it, but you're like already failing. Porque you're like Monday.
Oh yeah, Monday. Yeah, for sure.
So
I think adding to that, also, so don't go all out right away. So one thing our church does, and I don't think they did it this year, but one thing that they've done before is the Daniel fast.
Oh yeah.
So basically, it's fasting. You know, limiting yourself, you know, to certain foods for 21 days, not drinking soda, not eating junk food. Basically, it's almost like a vegan diet for 21 days. And for 21 days, you have to pray. And for 21 days, you have to read your Bible and just be in communion with God. And I find nothing wrong with that. But if you go into a 21-day fast, when not one day you fasted in a whole year, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to fail.
Yeah.
You're setting yourself up for failure, you know? So I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I feel like you should, and this is with every goal that you guys set or that we all set this year, is that as we're setting these goals and as we're setting these resolutions, make sure that you don't like push yourself to or set yourself up for failure, because I think that is once you fail, your self-esteem is down. You know, your self-esteem is down. You're telling yourself, no, I can't do this, whatever, I'm just, you know, gonna give up, and, you know, whatever. Again, you're setting up yourself for failure. So I think it's okay to start small. So like one thing I did with the youth is a week of fasting, and it doesn't have to be food. It just, as long as you read your Bible and you spend time with God, a week, just give them a week, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that was a small little plan that we did, And one thing I would tell them, like, I think on Tuesday I messaged them and I was like, day 2 fasting. And I was like, if you haven't started now, start now. It's okay. Start now. So I'll also have room, have a grace. ¿Cómo se dice? Room for grace where like you also are not too hard on yourself. So that's just another advice for these new resolutions or New Year goals. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys achieve your resolutions, goals for the year. And it's not too late, No. Ahorita hearing
Start now.
Let me write down my goals, my resolutions.
And write them down. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I like that you said that. Write them down and put them somewhere that you're going to see it. Yeah. And then once you write them down, write a plan on how you're gonna do these things.
There you go.
So one thing that I was talking about with your sister, shout outs Mimo and Chins, congrats! Woo, they got engaged.
Yep, shout out.
Tenemos doble boda este año. We got 3 weddings if we get invited to the Georgia one.
Oh, Georgia.
Yeah.
I thought you said Georgia, not like Georgia.
No, and then So Mimo and Chins got engaged over the weekend. So congrats, guys. And one thing I was telling them, I was like, what are you going to do? Where are you going to live? And they were kind of like, oh, well, we kind of want to rent, and we want to do this, or, and I was telling Abner, or I was telling them that in the beginning, when we were starting to plan and the wedding and where we're going to live, I used to tell that Abner used to be like, well, first we got to get over with the wedding. We got to get that done, and then we'll decide what to do with the house. And I remember I used to be like, no, let's just find out like what we need. What if we can do it, And he used to be like, no, we can't do both things at the same time. It's just too much, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, screw it. I know you're a social boy. And I sent all our information, and, you just get, it was just to know what do I need, And literally I committed fraud. I got Abner's social. I had all his information because I filled out his DACA.
Forged my signature.
No, because I have all, because I fill out your DACA, so I had all your information. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Screw it. So I sent his information in, my information in, and literally they told me, and then I. Como dicen, es mejor pedir perdón que permiso. And that's what I did. I asked for forgiveness later. But basically, I just wanted to know, what it took to buy a house, And that's how I got started in our house. We got engaged in August. I started the process in September. And we didn't get a house till April, And it was a long process. And we didn't rush into it. We had a whole year to get it. But we started, you started somewhere. And that's how today I messaged my brother and I told him, and I told Mimo too, when we were talking about it, I was like, just send your information in, see what you need to, to do it. So if that's your goal this year, guys, whoever's listening, to buy a house, to invest in a property, just, first of all, find a good, finance officer. Or is that what they're called? Financial officer. Find a good financial officer. I know a really good one. I think she did great. Find an office that will help you with that, and see what you need, and just get started. What's the worst they can tell you? No, you can't get a house. Not really. What they're going to tell you. And even then,
they can tell you like, hey, you can't get it now, but you need to work on this.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, and that's what happened to us. That's why we didn't get a house till April, because we needed to work on some things. So that basically they came back to us and they were like, hey, you need to work on this account. You need to pay off this. You need to do that, and then come back in a month, and we'll let you know if that worked. Yeah. And that's literally what happened. Actually, it took us less than a month, I think.
We didn't spend a penny.
Yeah. So I mean, again, start somewhere. Set up a plan. So as you are writing these goals and as you are writing these resolutions, write what you're gonna do about it. Just don't leave it up in the air. Walk what you talk, right? So let that be another resolution this year. Walk what you talk, because it's not fun to just set goals and then somebody remind you, where's your Tesla at?
You just told me we couldn't get it.
Sorry, guys. He's not getting his Tesla this year.
Nah, yeah. We'll find a way around it.
What?
Pay it cash. Ooh.
We'll see. Maybe we'll go viral one day.
There you go. Something I like that compa Yuri says is that he's like, the white people can do it, like, I'm not trying to be, I hate saying, like, comparing, like, races. See? Races?
Yeah. Race.
But, like, if they can do it, porque he says he wants to do, he has big goals, big plans for him,
Yeah.
He wants to retire early,
Yeah.
So he's like, if they can do it,
yeah.
why can't we,
Uh-huh.
Why do we have to be stuck in this mentality of like, nah, we can't do it, we're minorities, we have to settle for just renting out a house, with owning a little, why can't we have big properties, why can't we invest in real estate, why can't we have goals, have dreams, why can't we own Teslas,
Yeah.
Porque it's rare when you see a Mexican on a Tesla. Not just Mexican, Hispanic,
Somebody in our church has one.
Yeah.
And literally everyone was so excited. They were like, whoa, So, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's true. I think it's just about changing our mentality, changing the way again, it's the plan you put behind what you desire.
Yeah.
Behind your goals and your resolutions and acting on it, walking when you talk,
Yep.
All
right. So, anything else you want to add to it before we...
No, Happy New Year, guys. Let this be a good year.
What
happened?
The 14th.
On the 14th. It's okay. Not too late.
This is going to be the last time we say Happy New Year.
Yeah. It's because I didn't get to say Happy New Year to you guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Literally, we're so late on everything. But Happy New Year. I hope you guys have a great year. I hope you guys have a year of success in your resolutions and your goals. And I pray that, you have a good year in Christ.
Yep. Have a blessed year and nothing but success for everybody,
Amen. Yes.
And hope you guys enjoyed. Any shout outs you want to give? Any you want to plug your YouTube channel or not yet? Not yet.
My cash up for my YouTube funding.
Tesla fund.
Dude, we should do that. You never know. If everybody gives $1, Abner can get his Tesla.
Yeah. Today on my route there was I guess somebody it was somebody's birthday, mm-hmm. and on the back of their windshield tenía so and so celebrating 21 years. Here's the Venmo. Buy her a drink.
Buy her a birthday shot. Yeah.
So
I've seen that a lot.
Abner's trying to get a Tesla. Here's his Cash App. Donate $1.
No, and okay, I know we're done, but
50,000 people, $1.
No, hold on. Yeah, literally. But there's this girl who traded a bobby pin for a house, dude. Yeah. It's all about dreaming. Yeah. It's all about dreaming and putting that plan into action, literally. Because this girl literally traded a bobby pin. Like, she traded a bunch of stuff. So until she was able to trade for a house. So eventually she got her house. Recently she had her house. I don't know how long it took her, but maybe over a year. But she got a house.
There's this guy that traded a paperclip till he got to a Tesla.
Oh, really? Yeah. Do that.
So much work. Just cash at me $1. Let's go.
That's the mentality we're talking about.
Oh, true. That's I don't want to put in the work.
You don't want to put in the work.
Hey, where's a paperclip? Oh, right now. I got a paperclip.
You don't even got.
Who's trying to trade for some off-white dunks?
Yeah, you don't even have to start a paperclip. You could trade all these Hot Wheels.
Chill.
Hey, you never know. What if one of these Hot Wheels is gonna buy you a Tesla?
They're going up in price, so hey, maybe.
Like at the store to buy?
No, like there's there's a lot of hype for Hot Wheels now. There's a lot of demand for them, so people are willing to pay more for like something they're missing in
For
their
rare.
collection or
Yeah.
something they really want, you know?
Oh, like the demand is higher, so nothing for.
Yeah. So maybe I think I did talk about on the podcast que I do want to sell them and get a 85-inch TV porque that's something I want. Pero
Hey, that should be a resolution for the year.
Pero it's like I said, like it's like back in the day, Jordans. Back in the day, it used to be super easy to get them. You know, like the release day would come, like the next day you would go to the mall, and they were still sitting on the shelf. You know. Yeah, ahorita ya Hot Wheels, nobody knew about them. Pandemic started, people started collecting. You know,
So now they're
baseball
flying.
cards, Pokemon cards. Hot Wheels, and now everybody's into them. You can't find them. It's harder to find something cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like even the Cybertruck, I couldn't find
You
it
know what you
myself.
should
I
do?
had to shout out Jeremy. He had to give it to me in order for me to get it, you know.
Yeah, you should go before you go to work. Like at 6
I thought about that, but again, I don't want to put in the work.
Yeah.
So I thought about it. I'm like, I think I'm done with Hot Wheels.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, I should get rid of them. But like, it's a cool backdrop, you know,
Yeah.
like, in case we get video. But I mean, we are gonna get video for the podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's a cool backdrop. It's a cool background. Like that's the only reason that's holding me back from getting rid of them.
Yeah.
But hey, it's years of collecting,
Is it?
buying. Yeah, I think I have one from like 2014.
What?
Yeah,
That's cool. Who got you into them?
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's end this podcast.
Yeah, I feel like
gonna
okay,
end,
we're
we
just-
were gonna end it like 20 minutes ago.
Well, anyways, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's a little bit all over the place, but like I said, Carnales podcast. That's what we do here. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. I hope you guys have a good Friday, payday, pay your bills, pay your rent. No, it's not due yet. Take it away. Anything you want to say?
Shout out Uriel, we miss you. Come back. Shout out Reach. Shout out
Stand out youth.
Stand Out Youth. Those are two youth groups that listen for sure. If you're a youth group and you listen, send us your name so we can shout you out. Shout out everyone, my family, my mom, my dad. That's it.
Wow. Not me. I'm just kidding. Yep. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out
Thank you
Matias.
guys for listening. If you're still listening right now, shout out to you. Make sure you guys share it on Instagram. Let's spread the love.
Man, yes.
All right. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Anything else?
Pay
That's
your
it?
bills, give your diezmo, and save some money for those goals and resolutions.
There you go.
Put in the work.
God bless. Have a good weekend. See you guys next week.
Hi guys. Hey, I'm back. If you're still listening, you are the lucky winner. Here, as a new year gift from us, from Carnales Podcast to you guys, we came up with the idea that we want to give out 2 Amazon gift cards. So whoever sends us that you heard this part of the podcast first, the first 2 people get an Amazon gift card. So just hit us up on that Instagram messages, and we will get you your gift card. It's a surprise how much it is, but don't expect too much. There's a budget this year. God bless you guys. Bye.